Caro's Court. Today I'm excited to be continuing my international series where I'm talking to female athletes who are pursuing their sport on an international level. I'm really excited to also get the chance to expand my sport coverage because today I'm talking to a swimmer. She's from Germany. Her name is Julia Mrozinski. We went to school together at the University of Tennessee. We were in the Vol Leaders program together, and you'll see us talk a little bit about that in the video. But I want to intro Julia as someone who is not only an incredible athlete, but a great person, very scholarly, pursuing not only her sport, but another degree. She's an SEC champion, a national champion, and an international finalist, and an Olympian. She competed in the Summer Games in Paris in 2024. She was named first team All SEC her senior year, but she got All SEC all 4 years of her college career. And without further ado, here's my interview with Julia Mrozinski. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to Caro's Court. Today I am joined by my friend and an amazing swimmer, Julia. We went to college together at the University of Tennessee, and she is very well decorated, and she's currently back in Germany swimming. Her specialty is the freestyle, and she did 4 years of college in the US, and now she's back in Germany pursuing a different degree, which I can't wait to get into. But without further ado, welcome to Caro's Court, Julia.
Hi, I'm so happy to be on here.
Yay, me too. And another fun fact about Julia is she has a really cute wiener dog.
I do. He's like behind the camera, sleeping right now in the sun.
That's exactly what mine is doing. She is sleeping in the sun. That is something that I think they universally love. But
Yeah.
she inspired me. I've always loved them, but when she had one in college and I saw him running around, I was like, I have to get one for myself. But what are you up to today, Julia?
So I just had uni today. I'm just enjoying the German weather. It's good, and I'm having practice after this, so not much.
Okay, nice. And you're in Hamburg, correct?
Right, yeah, I'm in Hamburg. I before I went to the US, I was already here for 6 years. I'm originally from Frankfurt. I grew up there, and then I came here to go to boarding school for 6 years, and then I went to the US. But after spending so much time here, it's kind of my home, so it would feel weird to go back to Frankfurt to me. So I knew whenever I was done with college, I want to go back here. So yeah, it's just me and my little wiener, and yeah.
That's great. What made you choose to go to the US in the first place to swim?
So I missed the Olympics 2021 by half a second, and I knew I reached my max potential in Germany at the high performance center that I was at. I just graduated high school, and so I knew I kind of need something else. I just want to have a different environment. I love the idea of being a team. Swimming normally is just by yourself, and in college, you have the chance to basically swim as a team, which I really like the idea of. I felt like whenever I was alone, I just got into my head, and I don't know, it just made me happy to think I'll do it for not only myself, I do it for 30 other girls. And so, yeah, I think in 20, I already started before I missed the Olympics because I wasn't sure what my plan is after. And so, yeah, and I love the idea of combining college and swimming because it's just here it's different. It's just a little bit harder, which I can now see since I'm here at uni, and it's just harder to combine everything. And I'm glad I did it because now I see how it works, and I don't think I would have made the team if I would have stayed here.
Well, yeah, she did end up making the Olympic team, competed in the Paris 2024 Olympics. Woo! Good, congratulations about that. Um,
Thanks.
and you swam really well. Congratulations again. I think it's really cool just being to say that you getting able to say that you competed in the Olympics. Can you talk a little bit about that experience? Just Summer
Yeah.
Olympics is so cool, like a worldwide thing. I'm really interested to hear how you liked it.
I loved it. I think it's also the way to even get there is just crazy. I mean, it's just insane amount of work that went into that.
Yeah.
And my qualification was a little bit rough. I in swimming you can have like multiple tries basically to make the team. And so I had one try which I made in the US. I went to a meet in Texas and I just then felt like I'm ready. Like I was just, oh my gosh, like I don't feel like my preparation was good. And
Mhm.
I don't know, I was just standing behind the blocks and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. And so I missed it by 4 seconds, which is a crazy amount of time in swimming. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And my head coach, Matt Credich, he's the best. He just hugged me and he was like, I know that's like you can do more. Like we have practiced so well, so I know you can do more. And I was like, I know, and this doesn't feel right. So we both kind of cried. And we were like, oh, well. I don't know. And then I knew 2 weeks after there's a meet in Berlin, which is German championships, that would have been another try. So we just decided in like 2 hours, all right, we're gonna book some flights. I'm gonna try to enter the meet and I'm gonna go. And so I'm getting emotional talking about it because it's just like I think that was one of the best parts in that whole making the team because it was so rough and it was just not a straight line for me. And I feel like that's something that I always had in my career. I wasn't the one that always made the teams and it wasn't always like easy for me. So yeah, I packed up my things. 2 weeks later, I worked my butt off for 2 weeks and then I left alone, which was also hard for me because I mean, I practice with my sisters. Like that
Yeah.
sisterhood was crazy for us and was like I was never so connected to 35 girls. And so that was really hard for me to just leave alone. But I went there and I made it and yeah, that was crazy. And I think that's always something so special in my heart. And then going there, going to Paris was great. It's just a crazy environment. You can just feel it stepping into a village. It's just a different energy. Like we have all work and everybody who's walking in that village worked their butts off to get there. And like I always feel like there's not enough people seeing that even being there is crazy.
Yeah.
Like making that team and being in that village is already such an achievement and it was great. I really loved it. I was I was happy that Matt, my head coach, he was able to go with two other teammates with a different country. And then we had another different coach who also got with some other people from another country. We are pretty international in Tennessee,
Wow.
so
Yeah.
that was kind of nice to just have everybody there. So it was really great.
Yeah, that's such a cool experience. And I'm like, shout out to you. That's like full circle. I mean, you coming back to Germany by yourself. Now you're back in Germany by yourself, swimming.
Yeah.
I think that like kind of everything is just preparing you for everything in a sense. And like you said, I have noticed that it's very international. So that leads me to another question.
Hmm.
When choosing to go to Tennessee specifically, you also mentioned how you had a great coach, and it sounds like you had a great relationship, out in the pool, out of the pool. Did that ultimately lead to your decision to go there, or how did you end up in Tennessee? Because I feel like it's kind of random in a sense of
Yeah,
from
no,
Germany to
totally. Yeah,
there.
I
Yeah.
get it. So I started my process and I didn't really know, like you said, I didn't know what to do. I'm like 7,000 kilometers away, no idea about college. Didn't yards is different for us too. We only swim on meters.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know what to do. So I had like two of my friends who already were in the US. One of my friends went to NC State and the other one to Auburn. So I kind of had sort of feeling about, okay, what's going on. They kind of helped me. So I just emailed the top 10 universities in swimming from the past NCAA. So I sent them an email. I was like, hey, like, I don't know, I'm Julia, whatever.
Yeah.
And Tennessee was honestly my first call. And I
Wow.
was like, yeah. And I was like, well, I'll just try to use it and think, like see just preparing how it is. So I wasn't really prepared for the time zones. So I actually
Yeah.
called our recruiting coach an hour too late, and I didn't even know.
Oh
And so I was
no.
like, "Oh my gosh, that's such a bad look on me." Well, he didn't give me any sort of feeling that it was like my fault or anything. I didn't even notice it until after the call that I was an hour late. And
Mhm.
so we had a great call, and I started to call other schools, and I had a lot of great conversations. Obviously, it was a COVID year, so I couldn't fly over, which
Mhm.
was a bummer because I just know how, after like going through that whole process for 4 years, I know how cool recruiting trips are
Yeah.
and how awesome it is to just see all the places. So I'm really sad that I could never do it, but. Yeah, so I just called and I always had just a good feeling with Tennessee. Can't really pinpoint it. Was just a gut feeling. I always felt like it's like family. Like the girls were super authentic on the phone. I remember I had one call whenever I knew I can't fly over that they put people on different stations on campus. Like I had two people on the pool, two in the dorms, somebody at like the building that my college was into, and then somebody on Pet Walkway, and they just all like rotated and showed me the places, and just that
That's
that
really cool.
they did that for me, yeah, and like helped me. It was just great. Like I already feel loved being so far away, and yeah,
Yeah.
so that kind of helped me decide.
That's really sweet. I can imagine like everybody being on a Zoom doing that. It's it's kind of like watching places that you want to go on YouTube during COVID.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was doing.
Yeah, that's how it
Um,
was.
but I did wonder like what the recruiting process would be for a swimmer and not just a swimmer, like someone
Mhm.
on the total opposite side of the earth. And
Yeah.
that's, you know, honestly really brave, really like woman empowering that you just emailed them, talked to them, like, what's up? I'm about to come swim for you. That's really cool. Um, and it all worked out. And I think
Yeah.
that that's honestly the same feeling I had when I was talking to Tennessee the first time. Like I was being recruited by some other places, but like when I talked to Kelly and when I visited, sorry, when I visited, I felt the same way.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I kind of just want to hear about, I kind of know from our vol leaders class, like you're sharing, but did you always swim or did you play other sports growing up or was it always swimming for you?
Yeah, so I grew up in a swimming household, so I don't really have much of a choice than
Uh-huh.
swim, but never forced. Like my parents were always like, you can go, but you also don't need to go. Like we don't really care, which
Mhm.
was great. Through my dad used to coach, and my mom is a physio herself.
Mhm.
And so she was a part of the German national team and another high performance center. So I was basically always at the pool with them. Like we went to trainings camps. I remember one of the first times that I actually was like, my mom told me that she was like, okay, I think she's gonna be a swimmer. We went to Florida in 2004 when I
Mhm.
was 4,
Oh
and
wow.
we had a trainings camp there, and they always trained and we were with them at the pool, and so it was like a 50-meter pool, and then there was like on the side like a little pool, and so I would always jump in when they would jump in and try to like pace
Oh,
them. Obviously was too tiny and not fast enough to do it,
uh,
but she always said like she thinks that's like the point where I just loved the water. And I did some ice figure skating for a little bit. Um, and just like normal things. I never was really good with any balls, so I like basketball, I have volleyball. My dad always said I was running away whenever he like played the ball to me, so I was never that person, sadly. I did some running, but it will always like I always went back to the pool.
Yeah, that's a cute story.
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of piggybacking back to some Tennessee stuff, but
hmm
um, on this
Just
channel,
great to talk about.
yeah, it is great. It's a great time. But I've been interviewing different athletes that are like playing their sports internationally, and obviously for us Americans in all of these different countries, the foods are way different than what we're used to. Even though in
hmm
America we kind of just take food from every other country.
Yeah.
But could you talk a little bit about like when you were in the US, what foods you were missing from Germany, what foods you really like and miss now? Like food is a big thing for athletes. We got to fuel ourselves. So this
Yeah,
is my
yeah.
question.
Um, so I definitely missed that's a great question. I think I miss like more of the healthy foods, I guess.
In
It's just
Germany, you miss
hard.
or you miss them from
I
US?
missed when I was in Tennessee, I missed
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
Okay.
German food. It's just like different, like we all know it, it's just different processed and
Yeah.
everything. So I missed that and my gut wasn't really feeling great most of the times in the beginning, just needed some adjustment.
Mhm.
So but now honestly, I would love some chilies.
Oh, yeah. You like the triple dipper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
now
miss
I want
that.
chilies. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually flying over in May for a week because my boyfriend's graduating from Tennessee and I
Yeah.
want to be there so I know that's gonna be one of my stops definitely.
That's so great.
Yeah, I miss that and then I think mostly fast food to be honest because it's just not the same here, which is also great. Like we have other cool things.
Uh-huh.
Um I honestly miss Smokies because
Yeah.
like you never needed to really think about what you eat. I think that's a big adjustment now. It's like you need to go and get groceries. I mean, I lived off campus my sophomore year, my through my senior year, so I kind of know how grocery shopping works, but
Yeah.
it's just different because like one meal of the day you just don't need to think about. And
Hmm.
so I think I definitely missed that, and I think Tennessee is doing a really great job of providing that kind of food in there, and yeah, so I definitely missed that.
Yeah. Smokies is like number one on what I miss the most.
Yeah, yeah,
And
making a smoothie.
smoothie, pasta station. I
Yeah,
mean, and for
yeah.
the people watching, it was basically like the athletes' dining hall, but it was no regular dining hall. Okay, we had new food every day, Wing Wednesday, acai bowls every day,
hmm
smoothie bar, pasta
hmm
station, just an
Yeah,
amazing
like
place.
yeah. In the
Yeah,
morning, the scrambled eggs you can do yourself with and any vegetable there. Like it was great. Yeah, I missed that.
yeah. And we were talking about this before the phone call, but now you are pursuing a degree in physio in Hamburg.
Yeah, almost. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
about
applied.
to. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
And what led to that decision? Now you told me that your mom did that. Is that just like
Mhm.
something that you've always had on your radar or?
So, in the US, I did child and family studies and wanted to be an elementary school teacher. I still love that job. Like, it's a great job. I think teachers are heroes. I think they're shaping the next generations, and I think it's a great job.
Mhm.
Um, I think it's a great job here too. I started going back to college in October last year. I did a practicum over the summer that I needed to do for my degree in Tennessee, and I did 420 hours, which
Oh,
was a lot of time that I spent in the school,
yeah.
which led me to I'm like even more confident in doing it. Fast forward, it's just a different system here. Like I kind of told you before, like it's just like more independent and more high pressure, I feel like, which
Mhm.
I don't really like outside of sports. And so I always had it in my head with physiotherapy because I also think it's a great job. I think they're really smart people and you can do really cool things. I think one of my things that I'm just dreaming of is helping people. I think both jobs is that like you just help people and I just want to, I think also something that I learned in our class in Vol Leaders is just I just want to serve people. I want to be I want to have an impact on the society. And I think teaching is one of those things, but I also think physio is that because you are in that wide range of different generations, different people. And so, yeah, I'm applying right now to get into one of the schools here and how it works. I really would love to change my my career path. So we'll see.
Yeah. That's really great. And you're young. Who knows what the future has for you? I'm really excited for
Exactly.
you. And I love hearing you talk about like something that you're very passionate about. It's
Yeah.
nice to hear. And
Yeah.
I guess I didn't even explain that we were in Vol Leaders class together, which
Yeah.
is a really cool opportunity that they offer for athletes at Tennessee. You get nominated by your coach, which is number one, a big deal. And it's a leadership program that is striving to basically change the world through sport. You're able to, it's a universal language, and you're trying to become a better leader, a better person, better teammate, better person in the future. So
Yeah.
we were able to do that for a year. Julia was able to go to South Africa.
No, I wasn't because I
You
was in
did.
Paris.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I didn't get to go to South Africa. All right,
We
well,
both didn't go. Yeah. I
dang.
will
I guess I didn't
I
realize that. It was
yeah,
2024. Yeah.
I was really sad though. Like I was really I mean, I went to the Olympics, which is also cool.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's such a great program, and I think there's nothing else even closely to what they gave us there. I always looked forward to going to that class. I think we had just had the best time.
It
Like
was
I
really great.
loved being there. I think we also had a super fun class. So yeah, I'm still really grateful for everything that we learned. I think definitely changed me and shaped me in a better leader. And yeah, I miss it really. I wish we could go back and
I
just
know, me
live
too.
it.
I didn't cherish it as much as I should have, but
Yeah, same. I
still.
agree.
Yeah. Well, you've given me a lot of great answers. It's just been great to see your face again and like talk to
Yeah.
you, just like we're back in class. But I have one more question. I normally end my podcast show with a royal decree because it's kind of like a royal court with Caro's court. And my last question for you is if you could give advice to a young swimmer who maybe is even 4 years old, like you just said, um, with her mom swimming in the pool next to the big swimmers, what advice would you give to her if she wants to be in your position someday?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably to never give up. Like that, it's so that's just how simple it is, I guess. I think your path doesn't need to be straight. Like there are little bumps, and you ha can have setbacks, and you can have like things that you don't like. But I think it's always you always need to try to find a way back to why did you start that sport? Why did you fall in love with that sport? And I think something that helped me in my career was just holding on to that dreams that I had and knowing that I can swim fast. I wouldn't be where I am right now if I couldn't swim fast, which is just something that I can never question. And so I think it just helped me to hold on to things like that and just not giving up until I was where I wanted to be.
Great advice. I love it. I'm taking it for myself. Okay, great. Well, it was really awesome talking to you once again. And everyone watching, you can follow Julia at her social media right here. And best of luck to you in the future, school, swimming, all of the above. And have a
Thanks. You
great day. Have a
too.
great week. Talk to you soon.